بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. السائل يسأل فيقول: رجل جامع زوجته ثم أدركته الوفاة فهل يغسل للجنابة أو للجنازة? Question is regarding a man who was intimate with his wife and then he died. Upon his death, does he have to be washed for janazah and janabah, or just one of the two? And which one of the two? A real life situation that isn't far-fetched. Man is with his wife, he has a heart attack, or any other reason behind him dying, or vice versa, a woman. Obviously, before death, the ghusl was mandatory upon him or her. And obviously upon death, after death, the janazah has to be done and the rites of the janazah in front of this ghusl. So what to do? الجواب: يكفي غسل واحد يغسل أو يغسل ويدخل هذا في هذا، وهي كذا. قال في الهامش: أي الزوجة لا بد من غسل الجنابة أو غسل الجنابة ولا بد من تغسيله للموت، ولكن إذا غسلوه التغسيل المشروع فغسل الجنابة يدخل في تغسيله للموت من جنس من كان عليه جنابة يريد أن يغتسل منها ناويا أيضا غسل الجمعة. ومعلوم أن غسل الجمعة جاءت في فضله أحاديث بل أوجبه بعض العلماء. غسل الجمعة واجب على كل محتلم ومن أجل الطاعات، وإذا اغتسل من جنابة يوم الجمعة فهو يكفي عن الجنابة وعن فضيلة غسل يوم الجمعة. The answer says the deceased only needs to be washed once. One washing. And this will be included in that. The janabah and the janazah will be as one. Alright? So both are mandatory. The ritual bath for death and a ritual bath upon janabah. But if the living Muslims wash him with the intention of both, then inshallah ta'ala it will be sufficient. A similar issue is Jumu'ah. A man was with his wife and he wants to make a ghusl for Jumu'ah. Does he have to make 2 showers, 2 baths? What is he supposed to do? And very interesting, before we finish translating this fatwa, some of the hadiths regarding the virtue of Jumu'ah, the excellence of Jumu'ah, and washing, one of them, the Prophet ﷺ clearly says, Man ghassala waghtasala. Man ghassala waghtasala. Clearly mentioning the concept of a person washing someone else, taking more than one. And that just goes to show you that many of the Islamic rulings are family oriented. They're meant to be included in family life. And a man is supposed to be with a woman. That's natural, that's normal. There's nothing shameful or embarrassing to talk about or to speak about. That's how things are supposed to be in a healthy relationship, right? And Muslim men should not live by themselves, nor should they be unnecessarily single, right? That's a part of life as a Muslim. So he says here, it's well known that there are several hadiths regarding the superiority and the excellence of washing for Jumu'ah. Rather, some ulama hold the view that it's mandatory. And as it states in a hadith, it is wajib upon every adult, every pubescent Muslim to make the washing of Jumu'ah. And this is from the most excellent acts of ibadah. So therefore, a person who makes that ghusl on the day of Jumu'ah, then one is sufficient for 2. وكذلك المرأة الحائض لو أن زوجها جامعها وبعد ساعتين قبل أن تغتسل رأت الحيض وهو يوم يجامعها لم يكن معها حيض طاهر فغسلها يجزئها عن الحيض وعن الجنابة إذا نوت يعني تنويها له. A second similarity is a man who is intimate with his wife once again, and then afterwards, 2-3 hours afterwards, she sees that she's menstruating. And the day in which she was intimate with her husband, obviously she wasn't menstruating, but now she found out that she's now junub and menstruating. Once she washes up, she only has to make one ghusl as long as the intention is there for both. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should knows best. This fatwa was given by Shaykh Abdullah Ibn Humayyad rahimahullah ta'ala, or Abdullah Ibn Humayyad, and a few things to pay attention to. First and foremost is, there are times in which you're allowed to kill two birds with one stone. There are times in which you can combine two acts of ibadah in one. And there are other times in which you are not. So it depends on, first and foremost, your niyyah. And secondly, which is the bigger or the smaller of the two acts of ibadah. And thirdly, the purpose behind the ibadah. And obviously, a person washing up for janabah is to clean themselves spiritually and physically. And the purpose of making a ghusl for janazah or jum'ah, etc., so on and so forth. So it depends on the situation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should knows best.